Okay, so these are my mid-year goals for 2025. This year is flying by fast. So the first thing we're starting off with is health. Something I want to do is find a good therapist. I've heard and seen like good reviews and bad reviews about Better Health, I think it's called. But I'm just in the midst of trying to find a really good therapist, just not because something is wrong with me, friends, but just because I just want that extra layer of knowledge, health in my life. You know what I mean? So that is one thing. If you have any recommendations for a therapist that you may see that's online, just let me know down below in the comments, okay? Something else as it relates to the category of health is 10,000 steps a day, or averaging 10,000 steps a day for the month. So right now, I've been doing this, but my goal is to continue to do it and not fall off. Now, granted, I do work out. I have a pretty good schedule when it comes to working out, but I just do very low impact exercises such as walking, or I may do the elliptical. I mean, it's a good cardio, low impact cardio, not too hard on the body, but I really need to start back strength training. I was going hard last year, but this year I just kind of focusing on walking. All I do is walk, y'all. It's not bad, but that's all I do. I walk so much, and I'm very intentional about it, if that makes sense. So that is another goal, just continue with my steps of reaching a minimum of 10K. Of course, the goal is to shoot higher than that, but no less than 10K, if that makes sense. The next category is diet or lifestyle, whatever you want to call it. So for me, I'm having some issues since I've had the baby, who's now almost 4 years old, friends. Since I've had her, I am struggling with my portion control. And I think I have a reason for this, which I'll probably talk about it in another video. I'll talk about it now. So just briefly, I have not heard anybody else talking about this, but from my understanding, when you go online and you look at raw vegan, you see a lot of people who have these, look, these huge salad bowls. An example of that is Fully Raw Christina. I love her. I love her a lot. I respect her. She's phenomenal. What messed me up is the portion size. Now, I know you can eat an abundance of fruit, abundance of veggies, and a lot of it, but I think psychologically, me personally, it's just messed me up when it comes to portion control, because those same big portions, I try to do that with cooked food. Now, granted, I don't eat terrible, but I have an issue with my portion control. While eating raw vegan is good, or vegan lifestyle can be great, have many great benefits, the portion size is too much food. All I do is eat. I just ate. No, TMI. But I just eat. I'm a snacker. I am reducing all of that and really focusing on portion control. And one way I'm doing that is I'm obsessed with Korean lifestyle, Japanese lifestyle, how they live, minimalism. I really love that stuff, friends. I really do. So I've been kind of just dibbling and dabbling and just paying attention to their portion controls and what they're doing, because I like the way they take the approach to things. So that's another thing, portion control, that I am focusing on for the next half of this year. Something else I want to focus on now. I'm gonna do a whole nother video about this, what I'm about to say. But when it comes to protein, oh yeah, vegan and protein. Like, it's like a war. Protein versus vegan versus the standard American diet. It really is. But how I look at it, the only reason I mention protein is because what I've learned, when you have a higher protein content or higher amount of protein throughout the day, it'll keep you full, or just it'll keep your belly feeling better and not too empty, if that makes sense. So that's one reason, because again, I'm trying to limit the amount of food that I am consuming. I need to go down a lot with how I'm consuming my food, and normally I just fast, drop weight, whatever, but I really want to change how much food I am eating on a regular. That's one reason. And then the second reason, I just want to bulk up as far as getting toned, losing weight, but not losing muscle. So the protein is going to help with not losing that muscle mass. That's the only reason why I mentioned protein. Now, granted, I've never been the type of vegan, hey, protein. Where's your protein? You need your protein. I've never been that kind of girl, but from my understanding, while you're on your journey, certain things will reach out to you or call out to you, and it just makes you go with what feels good for your body. So I'm doing what my mind is telling me. I'm doing what spirit is guiding me to do. I didn't get this out of a book. I just know from experience how I feel when I eat certain food. You know what I mean? But I do know, far as the losing weight, I don't want to lose all my weight and then just be like blubbery, if that's the word. You know what I mean? So that's another goal. And I have my notes right here. Something else in alignment with the protein, increasing, of course, fruit, veggies, but I really want to double up on the amount of leafy greens that I am eating. They're just good for you. It's no specific reason for why, other than it's just good for you. When I turn 70, 80, 90 years old, I want to be so healthy like Chef Babette. Or, I don't know, Dr. Sebi was pretty healthy as well. He had strong knees. I just want to be very, very healthy, very fit. Those are my goals for life. I'm obsessed with it. It just comes with so much of getting there. It requires discipline, consistency, being around the right people. It's just a lot. And we'll talk about that another time, friends. I want to either remove or reduce. Again, this all under the diet bracket. I really want to reduce bread. I want to reduce pasta. Now, I would say, hey, I'll cut it out 100%, which I have. I've went like a year without eating bread, pasta, rice, things like that, and beans. But I don't want to, what's the word, limit myself just to rice. You know what I mean? So reduce. So to give you an example, let's say I eat a sandwich once a week. Let's just say a peanut butter and jelly sandwich once a week on week 1, 2, 3, and 4. When I say reduce, I mean I will only have bread once a month, or I will only have a sweet treat once a month, or processed foods such as chips. Just because it's vegan don't mean it's healthy. We all know this. I've said it before. I need to eliminate or either reduce heavily the amount of processed foods, bread and pasta, because that's what make me gain weight, because I don't have self-control over how much I'm eating, hence going back to portion control. Does that make sense? Body goals. So 25 pounds. I need to lose 25 pounds ASAP. I feel heavy. I don't feel good. My boyfriend thinks my body looks good. You know what I mean, ladies? He all up on me. But for health reasons and just to feel better, I need to drop 25 pounds to be at my ideal weight to feel good as well. And it's all about how you feel. So I'm working hard. Now, granted, again, I said it earlier, I can fast and boom, bow, the weight's gone. But fasting, y'all, the older I get, the more it's like, dang, this is too much for me. I don't want to do it. Again, it takes a lot of discipline. I ain't gonna hold you, friends. I may have to do another fast and then just maintain the weight off, because I want the weight gone expeditiously, like T.I. say. I'm not a doctor. Don't copy what I'm doing. I'm doing what I want to do. You know what I mean? But I need the weight gone ASAP. Don't come for me saying, oh, that's not healthy. It's my body. I got it. Lastly, for academics, I'm taking a major course right now. In addition to school, I've branched off to take another course to gain some licenses, and it's major for me. My goal is to have this done by my birthday, which is in August. Granted, by the end of the year, it'll be done. But my ultimate goal is to have this completed by August, because I got some goals, financial goals that I need to achieve by the end of this year. And I'm talking about money. You know what I mean? I need to hit a certain number by the end of this year, and I will, because money loves me. Money's attracted to me. I am wealthy. You know what I mean? So make sure you're saying your affirmations daily. Boom. Another thing under academics, college. Y'all know I'm in college. I graduate next year. I'm obtaining my bachelor's degree in health information management, which is kind of techy mixed in with the healthcare field. I work now in healthcare, and I've been in the healthcare field about 10 years. So it just kind of goes with my career and where I'm at now. Again, I'm branching off getting other licenses, because I am a firm believer in financial health, meaning you need multiple incomes coming to you at all times. Don't heavily rely on one income. That's not smart. So if you don't hear nothing else from my video, sir or ma'am, if you work a job, career, whatever, you receive one paycheck either weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever have you, and that's your only source of income, I need you to set a personal goal for yourself to find a way to make another source of income come into you. And it doesn't have to be thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. It can be the extra $200 a month. Regardless, you need another source of income coming into you at all times. Please listen to me, okay? And finally, as it relates to academics, I am one who is very busy. You know, I dibble and dabble with the business. I don't do consultations and stuff like that because, again, I don't have time. Now, I can jack up a price and charge and do this and that and be making bank, but I heavily believe in work-life balance. I believe in my mental health, and I'm not a therapist. A lot of time people want to talk to me and just lay their problems on me. I got my own problems, y'all. Like, no. But, you know, I dibble and dabble with business. I'm in school. I'm obtaining different licenses. I have children. I have a partner. My personal life. Did I say school? I don't know. I just have a lot that I have to deal with. On top of all of that I just said, I am going to be homeschooling my 11-year-old because the schools have gotten real crazy. I'll do a separate video about it, but right now the schools are talking about, or the children's are talking about intimacy, giving head, having intercourse. I'm talking about 10 and 11-year-olds in 5th grade. Now, it probably started in 4th, 3rd grade, whatever, but these parents are not monitoring their children, and I don't need all of that for my child. So I will be pulling her out of school, and I will be homeschooling. We're going to try it out, and I'll document that journey. But as of right now, that's pretty much my goals that I'm going to share with you all for the remainder of this year. Now, if you made it to the end of this video, give me a heart. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. And drop down some of the goals you have for the next half of this year. And how are you doing with your goals? Until next time, friends, I will see y'all in the next video.